Here we are at 5b from our 4.5 set of notes. We're asked to solve for x. Now to do that, what our goal is to isolate this binomial that's being squared, okay? And to do that, we notice that we have a coefficient, this 3 that's in front. What we're going to do first is divide that coefficient. Again, our goal is to get this part all by himself, and so we have to get rid of that 3 that's in front of it. So we're going to divide 3 on both sides. When we do that, we're left with our x plus 1 quantity squared equals, on the right side we have 24 divided by 3. That comes out to be 8. And now that we have our binomial being squared isolated, this is when we can go ahead and do our square root on both sides. And when the square root comes together with our squared, we're left with our x plus 1 equals, we have introduced that square root on both sides, so right away we have our plus minus. Now this 8, we're going to have to use our good and garbage, where when we look at our list, 4 is our is our biggest perfect square that we can evenly divide 8 by. And so 8 divided by 4 gives us 2 in the garbage square root. Now we'll go ahead and simplify this further. So we have our x plus 1 equals plus minus. A square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 2. And then lastly, what we need to go ahead and do is still solve for x. We need x all by himself. Well, right now it's x plus 1. We have to get rid of that, so we're going to subtract that from both sides. Now, super common, do I see something like this? Students will do something like that. That is actually wrong, okay? You can't, unfortunately, do that. The reason why is this value has a square root, and this is just a number by itself, and you cannot combine those two, okay? It's much like if I had, just for different variables, if I had like a plus 2, I can't combine those and get like 3a or something like that. That's wrong because they're not like terms, okay? So this guy right here, this 2 square root of 2 and this negative 1 are considered to be not like terms. So you might be asking yourself, okay, well then what would it look like? How would you actually represent that? Let's clear up some of this. We're still going to subtract 1 from both sides. And we would have negative 1 from subtracting that 1 from both sides, plus or minus 2 square root of 2. Okay. A lot of teachers are fine with you leaving it like that. Sometimes on like standardized assessments, what it could look like is x equals negative 1 plus 2 square root of 2. And then comma x equals negative 1 minus 2 square root of 2. So it just kind of depends. There's variations of what it could look like. But if you left it like this, any math teacher is going to take that. Again, though, that is example 5b from our 4.5 set of notes.